Now that's an intro. All right. I think this is a first. I think it's the first time I've had jam night and me with issues. I'm Johnny Scoville. I have issues, and this is Chase the Heat. I have issues and a letter. Recently, I got a package from Insano Jerky. They sent me some of their Scotch bonnet beef jerky. Lovely. Enjoyed it. Included in that, they sent me this. This is their from Hot Pepper Guy, Insano Jerky. This is their Death Punch Reaper Jerky. Death Punch. Could be the thumbnail. Never know, people. All right, so here's the deal with this. Pretty interesting. Came with a warning in the letter. I love a good warning. So this one, the Death Punch Reaper. This is Reaper jerky covered in Scotch bonnet and habanero flakes, then coated in a concentrated Carolina Reaper powder. I think I need to raise this just a little. I know I'm kind of going back and forth. Humor me. There you go. It's a little better. All right. So and this is all the powder on the back. It's loaded. You can tell it's nasty. All right. So people. The challenge is to finish the 2-ounce bag in one sitting. There's no 5-minute suffer session, but if it's worth doing, it's worth overdoing, and I'll probably include that. All right, now, but this is what it says, though. I want you to listen to this. Let us know if you have any questions, and again, we must warn you, this beef jerky is extremely hot. Eat it at your own risk. How about that, huh? All right. Big thank you to Jordan, Hot Pepper Guy, for this. All right, so top round beef, soy, sodium, spices, hot pepper. I'm gonna give this a go. So yeah, this is the first time I think I've had a late night snack time challenge with guitar. Definitely the first. And new strings too. Crazy. Tomorrow's Friday. First Tool song I've ever played. The channel. I'm a Tool fan, man. All right, let me smell this stuff. Oh, it's a problem. Sure. This is just like, look, remember how much powder there was in the bag? I want to show you something. I lifted up the jerky and none of that powder came off. That is just coated on there. But as they said, it's a concentrated coated concentrated Reaper powder. All right, oh man, I have 2 minutes to do this. I didn't start a timer. Oh, I have my phone here. Didn't think I did, sorry. All right, keep it in the frame even though it's not when I put it in my mouth, in one sitting, there is no timer. I don't know what I'm worried about. Forget the timer. I didn't really feel like talking to Siri anyway. I'm Johnny Scoville. I am a man with issues, and this is Chase the Heat. You know, hot. Tastes very good though. The evil part about jerky challenges, You gotta chew them so much. Will you look at this? This could be the thumbnail. Where's the eye? There it is. That could be the thumbnail, people. Will you look at that though? Look at that. Pretty crazy. All right, it's got a candy quality. It's sweet and kind of, it's hot. You gotta chew jerky challenges so much. There is the challenge. There's the diabolical nature of a jerky challenge. You know, if you have a talk show, you don't compare tonight's audience with last night's audience. You just don't do it. I won't compare this jerky challenge with previous jerky challenges. Wouldn't be right. This is about Insano's jerky, but this is a good challenge. It's hot. Man, talk about your pepper. Look at this. Look at this, people. Seriously, are you kidding me? Look at that. Are you joking? Come on, people. Come on! There's no really doing a beef jerky challenge fast, there isn't. Or you'll choke to death. That's what scares me about speed challenges. We gotta do stuff fast. I'm worried about turning a speed challenge into the chili head assume room temperature challenge because I choked to death on video. It'd be horrible. Over the years, I've done many speed videos attempting to increase my speed. And every time scares me to death is I'm going to choke. I am positive. I shouldn't say that. Quite certain. Not a betting man. If I was, I'd bet that some speed eater, competitive eater, at some point is choked to death in a competition. Not this guy. So warm on. A non-chili head would have a real, well no, shouldn't say it. So hit a little piece on the top of that, right above my forehead. A non-chili would eat that little piece and tap out. It's hot. I don't want to pick on non-chili heads. A chili head, a real hardcore chili head would find this to be, I'm not done yet, but Probably at a 4 right now. With mouth burn anyway. It does taste pretty good, considering the unruly amount of powder. Please look at that. It is painted on. Like, I wonder, it's wet when they put it on. They just cover it and douse it in that. If you do this challenge, don't rush. There's no point in choking on it. Legit. I want to watch some videos of people attempting this. It's an ugly one. Now the Scotch bonnet and the habanero flakes, they just gave great flavor to the jerky. They aren't really doing anything for heat. It's the Reaper. Now, in just a moment, I'm going to finish chewing and swallowing this. Well, technically, the vid is done. Challenge. But, I'm going to add a 5-minute supper session. Now let's see if Siri is nice to me. I'll bet you money she doesn't. You watch the attitude, you can hear it in her voice. Hey Siri, I'm being very polite. Could I have a 5-minute countdown, please?
5 minutes counting down.
Hey Siri, I always say thank you to you. You never say you're welcome. How come you're rude to me?
Who do you want to send the message?
You.
Your message to Fred YouTube says, I
Not
always say
Fred
thank you to
YouTube.
You never say you're welcome. How come you're rude to me? Ready to send it?
She wanted me to send it to Fred YouTube. I don't know who Fred YouTube is. All right, so the heat on this. I don't think I'm getting much of an endorphin, if any. I think it topped out at 4. It may have hit 5. I'm trying to think. If I doubled the pain I have now, how would I be? I don't think I'd be at a 10. It's always a weird thing for me, the whole, the challenge. Anytime someone says, what's the heat meter? What are they saying, really? How do you determine heat? How much it hurts? The sensation you feel. So really, it's a pain scale. Excuse me. That's why I'm reluctant to ever say 10. I've said it, I think, a few times. But I'm reluctant to say 10 because I'm just that guy who doesn't want to say uncle, that doesn't want to tap out. Like, you'll snap my arm before I tap. You'll choke me out before I tap out. Probably not a good thing. It's just kind of how I am. So I think that if I get to the point I'm 10, there's a part of me who's always going to say, probably take a little bit more. I don't know. Now, I've talked recently about a few times, several times, 2 times in the past year, I think, 6 months, a year. I've talked about why I do this whole pain thing. It's a good time to bring it up, and I'm going to tell you why. Yeah, I'll show you. So here's the deal. I was walking through my kitchen and stepped on a piece of glass. It was weird too, because when I go into my bedroom from my apartment, I always pivot on the corner and kind of around the corner. Every time I pivot, I feel like a needle in my foot. And it happened 3 or 4 times. I stopped and kind of felt the carpet, thinking, is there a needle or a nail or something in here? It occurred to me 2 days ago that it was right there in my foot. Piece of glass. So, I said in previous videos I put pain in my life on purpose on the daily. And I overcome that pain. Because part of the human experience is dealing with pain that you don't really want, that you're not really asking for, right? So, I put pain in my life on a daily basis and overcome it. So when pain comes to me that I don't choose, I'm able to handle it. It's like the football team who never ever practices. On game day, they're in trouble, right? All right, so last night, I sat in my bathroom, got a little alcohol, did a little alcohol thing, turned my phone on, did that thing, all right? Laid it right by my foot. I took a razor blade, and I just cut a little, and I put I could see the light, I could see something shiny. I reached in with a tweezer. I had these really cool tweezers I got. Bought them just for the job. You gotta have the right tool for the job. These tweezers, super sharp point, like zircon encrusted. Anyway, I could feel something gritty, so I pulled out a piece of glass. It was a cool experience. It was, I hate to say it was fun and that I enjoyed it, but it was fun. I don't know if it was fun. I enjoyed it. It was a very interesting thing to do, and it was, I think, somebody who doesn't ever experience pain in their life, that would have been a horrible evening. It would have been just like all day leading up to it. I remember at work, I'm like, I'm gonna cut that thing out of my foot tonight. So it's a good example of why I do what I do, and a good real life actual example of how it helps, or how it has helped. It also helps on the daily because I have a bad back, my back is constantly hurting. For those of you who don't know, I broke my L1, 2, 4, and 5. But I got a banging L3. My L3 is perfect. So I've just got back problems, and I don't take medicine for it. The medicine I take for it is Jerky, covered in concentrated Reaper. That'll do. All right, well, there you have it. Done and dusted. I want to thank you. I'll thank the guys at Insano Jerky. Jordan. Very, very good challenge. It was tasty, it was fun, and it was a challenge. In the description box, you will see a link for Insano's Jerky. Try it. Great. It's good jerky. If you're one of those people that likes challenges, that one's a dandy. It's a good one. It's going to stump most people that try it. Because of the constant chewing, man, your mouth is going to take a beating. All right. Right there's the pepper. Click the pepper when you do. You're riding with me. We're doing this together. If you don't want to miss a video because spicy content happens to be your jam, then click the bell for notification. A Dropbox will roll down, select all. But really to cover up your bases and make sure you don't miss any, visit us daily because YouTube forgets to send out notifications a lot. It is what it is. Legal Fire. More videos there. Love you guys. I'm Johnny Scoville. This was Chase the Heat.